The future of BMW with the 2026 BMW iX3. This is the first of BMW's new Class A electric vehicles, and let me tell you, it's got me pumped. It's a fully electric SUV that's shaking things up with a bold new design, cutting-edge tech, and some seriously impressive specs. So, is it any good? Let's break it down and find out what makes this iX3 such a big deal. First off, let's talk about how this thing looks. BMW's calling this their new Class A design language, and it's a total departure from what we're used to. Think sleek, minimalist, and futuristic, but still unmistakably BMW. The front end is rocking a new take on the iconic kidney grille, way smaller than some of the massive grilles we've seen lately, thank goodness. It's got these sleek, vertical, LED-lit grilles that give it a retro-modern vibe, like a nod to the 1960s new classic cars. The headlights are super wide and razor-thin, blending into the hood's sharp lines. The whole vibe is clean, with flush door handles and a slippery shape that cuts drag by 20% compared to the old iX3. That's not just style, it helps the range, which we'll get to in a bit. Out back, you've got these cool, wide tail lights and a coupe-like roofline that makes it look sportier than the gas-powered X3. Honestly, it's like BMW skipped the generation with this design. It's fresh, it's bold, and I'm digging it. Now, before we go any further, I need to clear something up. There's no hybrid engine here. The 2026 iX3 is fully electric, built on a dedicated EV platform, unlike the current iX3, which shares bones with the gas-powered X3. So if you're looking for a hybrid, you'll want to check out the new X3, which comes in petrol, diesel, or plug-in hybrid flavors. But this iX3, it's all about that electric life, and it's packing some serious power. The iX3 50X-Drive, which is the model we're focusing on today, dishes out around 402 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to hit 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Pretty quick for a mid-size SUV. It's got dual motors for all-wheel drive with a slick setup that shifts torque to the rear for sharper cornering. BMW is calling this their Heart of Joy system, and it's like the brain behind the driving dynamics. It makes the iX3 feel more like a sporty sedan than a hefty crossover, with tight handling and barely any body roll. I mean, this thing can keep up with an M4 on a twisty track, which is wild for an EV SUV. Speaking of driving, let's talk about how this thing handles off-road. Now, don't get it twisted. The iX3 isn't built for hardcore rock crawling. BMW's upfront about that. It's more about giving you confidence on light trails, gravel roads, or snowy paths. The all-wheel drive system is super smart, instantly adjusting torque to keep you planted, and the ground clearance is decent for a compact SUV. The new platform uses the battery as a structural piece, which keeps the center of gravity low, so it feels stable even on uneven terrain. Plus, those bespoke tires and new brakes boost efficiency and grip. It's not a Jeep, but for most folks who want a luxury SUV that can handle a dirt road or a campsite run, the iX3's got you covered. Let's step inside because the interior is where things really get exciting. BMW has gone all in on a minimalist high-tech vibe. The moment you hop in, you're greeted by this massive panoramic iDrive display. It's like a 43-inch screen that stretches across the base of the windshield. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. You've got your speed, range, and navigation right in your line of sight, plus customizable widgets for apps and info. No more traditional gauge cluster or that old iDrive rotary knob. It's all touch and voice controls now, with a big rhomboidal touchscreen in the center. Some folks might miss the physical buttons, but BMW's shy tech philosophy keeps things clean, with haptic controls on the steering wheel and hidden speakers for a sleek look. The materials are sustainable too, with recycled plastics, old fishing nets, and eco-friendly fabrics. It's still luxe though. Think soft leatherette armrests, ambient lighting, and optional leather or micro suede if you go for the M Sport package. There's tons of space too. The wheelbase is longer than the current X3, so rear legroom feels closer to an X5. And you've got 570 liters of cargo space, expandable to 1,700 with the seats down. Oh, and there's a 58-liter frunk under the hood for your charging cables, a small gear. It's practical, modern, and honestly feels like a lounge on wheels. Now, let's talk about range and charging, because this is where the iX3 really shines. BMW's new 6th-generation battery tech uses cylindrical cells that are 20% denser than before, giving you up to 400 miles of EPA-estimated range. That's a huge leap from the current iX3's 285 miles. Even better, it supports 400 kilowatt fast charging, so you can add 200 miles in just 10 minutes. That's game-changing for road trips. Plus, it's got bi-directional charging, so you can power your home or even send juice back to the grid. The battery's integrated into the chassis, which cuts weight and boosts rigidity, making the whole package feel solid and efficient. At 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour, it's one of the most efficient electric SUVs out there. So, how does it stack up against the old iX3? Night and day. The current model, built on the CLAR platform, feels like a compromise. It's basically an electrified X3 with a 74 kilowatt-hour battery and rear-wheel drive. The new iX3 is a ground-up EV with a bigger battery, all-wheel drive, faster charging, and way more tech. The old one's 286 horsepower and 6.8 second 0 to 60 time can't touch the new model's 402 horses and sub-5 second sprint. The design's more conservative on the current iX3 too, with fewer visual differences from the gas X3. The 2026 version is a bold step forward, and it's clear BMW is betting big on this new platform. Pricing's always a big question, and while BMW hasn't locked in exact numbers, we're looking at a starting point around $60,000 for the iX3 50 xDrive. That's a bit more than the gas-powered X3, which starts at about $51,000, but it's competitive with rivals like the Tesla Model Y, Audi Q6 e-tron, and Mercedes EQE SUV. Keep in mind it's built in Hungary, so import tariffs could nudge the price up in the US unless BMW shifts production to their South Carolina plant. Compared to the current iX3, which starts at about $65,000 in markets like the UK, the new one's actually a better value, especially with that 500-mile WLTP range and next-level tech. In the UK, pricing starts at £58,755 for the base model, with M Sport and M Sport Pro trims going up to £62,755. How does it compare to the competition? Well, the Tesla Model Y is a bit cheaper and quicker, but it's not as polished inside, and the iX3 steering and handling feel more engaging. The Audi Q6 e-tron has a plush ride, but its range tops out around 300 miles and it's pricier. The Mercedes EQE SUV feels super luxe, but lacks the iX3's dynamic edge and range. Honestly, the iX3's combo of efficiency, tech, and driving fun is a standout in this crowded segment. So, is the 2026 BMW iX3 any good? Heck yeah, it is! It's got head-turning looks, a tech-packed interior, and performance that'll put a smile on your face. The range and charging speeds make it practical for everyday life, and it's a huge leap over the current model. BMW is clearly swinging for the fences with New Class A, and the iX3 feels like the electric SUV they've been building toward all along. It's hitting Europe in late 2025 and the US in mid-2026, so mark your calendars. What do you think? Are you excited for the new iX3, or is there something else you're hoping BMW nails? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am, and subscribe for more car content. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and stay charged up. Peace out.